Hi, everybody. I am Kiki Kira.
And I'm Kira.
And this is our podcast, Calling the Shots. Welcome back.
This is our second episode.
Yes.
So we're still new to this.
We are. And you guys are new to this because everybody's new to this.
Yes. So if you are listening to this, I'm going to assume you listened to the first episode.
And if you haven't, go listen to that one and then come back.
Go listen to that one because we talked about kind of how this podcast started and what the vision is because we'd never seen anything like this before. So this is new.
We're excited because it is new and it's different. It's different than other things that we've seen.
Yeah.
So and you'll see as we go. That
we're figuring it out.
And it's
You're
fun. For the ride.
But I realized, so we talked about in the first one about how we met, how this came to be, but we literally didn't introduce ourselves.
We didn't give any details into our own lives.
Our own lives at all. And probably if you're listening to this, you either know one of us.
Yeah.
So you probably know about one of us, but you don't know about the other.
Yes.
So we were like, well, we have to introduce ourselves.
Yeah. No, we do. We need to.
Because typically we would love to do like little life updates, but
how are we updating you on our life if you don't know our life?
If you don't know us. Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I'll start. I mean, okay. Why not? I don't know. Let's see. We already talked about how Kira and I met. We met 2017. I moved to Utah in 2014. We are based here in Utah. I'm from California. Like an hour outside of the Bay. I would never be one of those people that claim
the Bay.
Listen, you can only claim the Bay if you are from the Bay. I'm not from the Bay.
I don't know the details on that.
Okay, that's the details on it. Okay. That is the details.
What's the town called?
It's called Dixon, California, and it's tiny.
Love that.
If you know where like UC Davis is or Sacramento, you kind of have an idea. An hour from San Francisco. So I led my Bay Area teams.
Love that.
I love Steve Young.
Go Niners.
Go Niners. Am I right? Anyways, yeah, so that's where I'm from. I've been here for literally so long, it feels like. But Utah's actually grown on me a lot. I did not love it at first. I'll be honest.
I was the exact same.
Really?
I'll never leave now.
Because you're from...
I'm from Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm from Vegas, born and raised. I moved here when I was 17. End of high school. Never left.
Wait, I didn't realize you moved here end of high school.
Yes. I moved my junior year. To Pleasant Grove.
Okay, yes.
And then senior year.
Wait, actually, Provo. Maybe, because didn't you meet your husband, Moroni? Did you meet him before college?
No. Freshman year.
1
month into.
So close.
Yeah.
I did not meet my husband at BYU because I don't have a husband.
So we're like,
because I'm not.
Wait, how old are you? You're 26. I'm 26. We're both 26.
We're both 26, which is so
fun.
But
we lead very different lives. Okay. I got married at 20 years old. I was
that is actually crazy.
A child bride. I was a teen bride, I like to say. And I have 2 kids already.
You have 2 kids.
And I have a 2-year-old boy and a 1-year-old boy.
They're literally so cute, too.
And you are not married and not a mom.
I am not married or a mom.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. But do you know what's funny? I do feel like I was thinking about this earlier. You probably don't even remember this, but years ago we were chatting and I think I was just talking to you about dating or something like that. Like I was talking with a group of people and you were like, you know what? You just got, like, your advice was so funny and genuinely so bad. You were like, you just got to be like, okay, I'm ready to get married and pick one and get married. And I was like, what?
Were you dating a bunch of people at the time?
I don't think so. This is like, you would try to set me up and stuff.
I have set you up.
You have set me up.
And I will not be saying people out loud.
So funny. That was so long ago.
That sounds like me.
It was really funny, and I remember it was so memorable. Like, there was someone there with us, and her and I have referenced that you said that over the years.
That's
like,
so funny.
It was because we were just like, how did you make that sound so casual? Because it just worked for you, you know?
It worked for me. I feel like it's just because I don't know why.
You just found your person at that age,
literally,
you know?
18.
I
know. I was 18 when I met him. And the thing is, I didn't want to get married till I was like 26.
Really?
Oh, I never wanted to get married.
I didn't know this about you.
Never wanted to get married young. Never wanted to be a young mom. No.
Wow.
And maybe we'll get maybe we'll get into that later, actually.
Yeah, because
when we get a little bit later.
Yes,
because we're going to be talking about some expectations today.
We are.
We'll dig deep on that, but
so we can get into that a little bit more.
Yeah, so there's a little bit about us.
Yeah, just a little intro.
What do you do now?
I mean, right now I'm just doing this and any and all type of freelance work, so it's really,
you're a journalist through and through, though.
I am, and it is it's such a fun and interesting time. Like, I'm in a transition period of my life, and at first I hated that, and maybe we'll talk more about this in expectations, but I have loved it, actually. Yeah. I actually have. It's so fun. Yeah, I
feel like it's fun. I'm literally just a stay-at-home mom. But I always have something going on. And
I was going to say, and
I always got a side
social
hustle.
Media creator.
I do.
See, that's kind of what I'm about right now. I'm about the side hustle life, and it's really
I'm always up to something. I love it.
Because it keeps you busy and it's different. I am not a 9-to-5 person.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Same.
Like, I can't sit at a desk from 9 to 5. I will be so bored, which is why I've loved sports, because as much as it's like, oh, it sucks, people think sports is so glamorous, and it is, but it is like late nights and weekends in any part of the realm that you're in. Like,
oh yeah, every single sport.
Exhausting. And so, but at the same time, it's fun. Like, it keeps you on your toes, it's worth it. And that's why
if you love it,
you love it.
Yeah. But that's pretty much us.
That's pretty much us.
You probably, if you are listening to this and you know me, it's probably from social media, because that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, no, I hang out. I love your social media content, and this is. I'm sure everybody already follows you, but this is like, I was talking. I think it was my mom. I was like, she followed you and was like, I love the content that Kira posts.
Wow, that's
like,
so nice of her.
But it's just like, what I love about your content is it's just you. Like, it's just your life, and it's genuine.
It's just me.
You're not like just, I don't know, like, it's just
whatever I'm
real.
Into at the moment.
Yeah, which is fun.
And I always like try and monetize random things that I'm into. Which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but whatever.
Are you kidding? That's a great thing.
I don't know.
I think that's a great thing.
I don't know, but you guys can follow us if
you
want to see more of our lives.
If you want to see more of our lives. I need to post more, I really do. But I posted today.
I was just going to say I loved your post today.
Thank you.
You need to post more,
I know, we've talked about this.
Creating on social media
is so fun. And what I posted was fun to like do and make, you know? It was really fun. Cute. Yeah. So you can follow us at Kiki Solano.
At Laulu-Pututau.
And
then
you can see what's up.
Yeah. So there's a little bit about us.
Yeah.
Do you have any life updates you want to share?
Do I have any life updates? Literally that I posted a reel. Like, that's my life update.
That's your life update.
But it was like a fun shoot, too.
You did a photo shoot.
You
guys go look at the photos. It was
I should say, this is my life update. This isn't an update. I've just been thinking about how I love having creative people in my life. That was like my friend who's a photographer just texted me and was like, I have a photo idea. Like, want to do it for me? I was like, yeah, totally. Also, like, my friend created our intro song. Isaac, he's awesome. My friend created our logo.
You have so many creative friends, actually.
The creative world is kind of the best, so shout out to them.
We love people like that. You actually have so many.
No, I really do.
I feel like I need more, dang it.
It's so fun.
Okay, well, that's cool.
So, do you have any other life updates?
I feel like I don't have much. I have... Actually, yes, I do.
Okay.
You guys, I have... If you follow me, you probably know I ran a marathon last year.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm working on something.
This was a big deal.
It was kind of a big deal.
I think the marathon's big to anyone, but your story is like actually so epic.
And if you want to hear it, maybe I'll share it sometime. I was trying to think if I've ever put it anywhere. I don't really know. Anyways, I ran a marathon last year, and at 7 months postpartum, but I have something coming, okay? I have something coming. If you listen to me on the Weekly Trash, which is another podcast that we love.
Shout out.
You will know what it is. But I have something coming. I'm working on it, and that's my only live update.
Okay, so just a little teaser, not a real...
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
It's kind of a secret, but it's coming, and that's all I'm working on right now. So
I'm literally so excited. Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Now you've got updates on our life. let's get into the sports world.
Stuff.
Our world, now the sports world.
It's a huge week.
It's a huge week.
Okay, let's pause. Let's pause this. I don't know when you guys are listening to this. You guys are having technical difficulties uploading these episodes.
I just don't know how everyone and their dog has a podcast when it's actually kind of difficult to figure out.
No, literally.
And I don't want anyone to respond to this or at me or anything and say it's not that hard, because like
it's hard.
It is. Just literally and I feel like I'm like decently technically
You're kind
savvy.
of good at this stuff.
I really can figure things out.
Pretty difficult.
And I'm like, things are taking me a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the reason we bring this up, not just for your sympathy, though we would love it, is because in our minds we're like, oh, this is great. This is going to drop Thursday before the Super Bowl.
So it's literally February 8th. And the whole plan, like the plan of
for
this
like
whole
months. Like, actually months, yeah.
No, literally since December.
Since the start
beginning of December was February 9th was the day that we are going to launch this podcast. You guys, I don't know what's going to happen because we can't figure out how to upload these episodes. And I am praying this gets uploaded.
No, please.
Before the Super Bowl.
Spotify and Apple Music gods just like hear us
Seriously.
And upload, like approve our podcast. So basically the first time you upload a podcast, you have to get it approved.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize the approval process took so long. Like, I knew how to get approved, but I was like, oh, this is easy. People just talk about uploading it.
Yeah.
And I did so much research on like which website to use and yada yada, and nowhere did it say that it would take so long. So, I mean, we don't actually know how long it's going to take. Hopefully it doesn't take long. But, you know, hopefully you're listening to this before the Super Bowl.
Comes up, you guys.
And if it doesn't...
Fun
little
listen.
throwback for you.
Little throwback.
Honestly, we love nostalgia, okay? So
yeah, it'll be fine.
It's good either way.
Hopefully it goes up.
It
goes up.
Really crossing our fingers.
Because the plan was, as I was saying, this is a huge week. It's Super Bowl week.
It's Super Bowl week. We
love
planned
Super Bowl.
this. We do.
We literally planned this. It's Rihanna's concert Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big deal.
No, it is a huge deal.
So,
and we're just gonna, I feel like we need to follow up on a couple things relating to the Super Bowl that we talked about last time.
Okay, first of all, who is playing in the Super Bowl? We have the
Eagles Chiefs. This
Eagles
is so funny,
and the Chiefs. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Okay, and what else did we talk about? We talked about
we talked about the brother duo, the Kelce's. Yes, Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce.
Yeah.
They are brothers playing for opposite teams.
First time in history.
So obviously we had to talk about their mom. And
we're obsessed.
We are not
with
the only
her.
Ones obsessed with
Everybody is.
Mother Kelce. Okay, everybody's obsessed with her, and for good reason.
Because she's the best.
Yes, that's our follow-up.
She's iconic.
Everyone's so obsessed with her that they want her to do...
There's a petition.
There's a petition
yes.
for her to do the coin toss at the Super Bowl.
I literally signed it.
Shut up.
There was a link. There was a little link.
Okay, so here's the thing. I went before we started filming this. I Googled it, and they already said it's not going to be her. And I do have to say it's because they're not doing her, they're doing it in honor and memory of a former NFL player who like died in military service. So it is very, very like so respectable, very serious, very understandable. And she even said, she was like, it is, I don't want to do it. Cutest. Like, she is so cute. She was like, listen, I'm honored that people like me this much. She's like, but hearing who it is, I think that's really great. I'm pretty sure his name is...
She's so sweet.
Yeah, she is.
That's why we like her.
She is amazing.
Did you see the video of... where were they? Were they on a court? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
She brought them... It was like they were like introducing the teams.
Yeah.
I want to say...
I literally don't even remember.
I literally don't even remember.
Yeah.
But she came and brought them. Okay, so her sons are on like the basketball court and they're like being introduced, I think, just for the Super Bowl. I wish I knew the context.
Anywhere anyone goes that's an NFL player, there's like some big introduction if it's any type of sporting event. So honestly, it was probably something like that.
Yeah. And so the brothers are up there. The mom comes out And she has cute 2 Tupperwares of homemade cookies to give to her sons.
That is actually so perfect.
I wish you could
she
see
had to
my
think
face.
about that, okay? She
literally,
that just shows what type of a mom she is.
Like, she was home before that, just baking cookies for them. It was probably like their childhood favorite. She's so sweet.
I actually love that. She is everything to me. She did go on their podcast because the brothers, the Kelseys, they have a podcast.
Yes,
which must just be blowing up right now. But she went on and they asked her, like, okay, well, Mom, who do you want to win? You know, which I'm sure she's gotten a million times.
Oh, yeah.
But she was like, I just want she's so cute. She said something along the lines of, I just want a really high scoring game. I'm rooting for whoever's on offense. I'm going to be screaming the entire game for whoever's on offense.
She's so cute. Is that
not so cute?
She's my mom.
What a good answer.
She's my mom goals.
She should be everyone's mom goals,
literally.
Honestly. Donna, we love you. Again.
A couple more things about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Rihanna real quick. And I want you... Okay, wait. First, let's talk about the video of Patrick Mahomes.
So did you see this?
Yeah.
Dang it. I was hoping you didn't. One of my favorite things to do, based on our episode and a half of a podcast, is when Kira and I surprise each other. Like, we didn't say our content that we were going to say just to get the other's reaction. So I'm glad you saw this, but I'm so sad because I can only imagine your reaction.
It was the funniest video.
Guys, you explain it.
It makes sense.
You explain it. It's so funny.
Mahomes is doing like a little interview.
Yeah. Press
the
conference.
Usual.
The
Reporter's like, what's your favorite song?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I don't even know how he's talking like that, first of all.
Oh, you have to hear the same video I'm thinking of?
Oh
my gosh.
I'm thinking of when he said his all-time favorite song is Umbrella.
I'm thinking of a different video. This is fantastic.
Okay,
keep going.
The video I'm thinking of, you actually
tell me,
have to
because
watch.
I haven't seen this.
You have to watch in person.
Which Patrick Mahomes, if you guys don't know, bless this man's voice.
The way he talks.
I feel like he should have a vocal coach. I don't understand. It's Kermit the Frog. It is Kermit the Frog.
It's giving Kermit the Frog.
That's honestly what it is.
It's giving 15-year-old boy energy.
Yeah.
That's the way he's saying it. The reporter's asking, what's your favorite song? And he's like, my favorite song of all time is Umbrella by Rihanna. I see that?
Not.
And he's getting made fun of.
Shut up.
There's like so many memes.
I'm honestly like, could this be the new Kawhi Leonard laugh?
So what's your opinion on Britney? Do you have an opinion
Brittany
on her?
Mahomes? Okay,
yes.
So
and the brother Jackson. Do you have an opinion on that?
Oh, of course I have an opinion on it. Of course I do. Jackson is annoying. I'm sorry. They have both been quieter this season.
Either of them.
No, and Brittany is annoying too, but Jackson I feel like is more annoying for some reason. I don't know if it's because I think I had like seen and would like, I never followed Brittany, but I would stalk her before like she was so loud. And I was like, oh, cool. Look at her go. Like making a name for herself, like all this fitness stuff. So she is still, they are both annoying, but Jackson is more annoying to me.
I don't know why he rubs me the wrong way.
He does.
He does.
He does.
He's
the type of person I just feel like if I met him, I'd be done talking to him in like 5
seconds. He like needs to get punched in the face.
I'm done.
Just to be humbled a little bit.
I've actually played this game with my friends. Like, if there's any celebrity that you could punch in the face, you have to.
He's
not even
top 3.
Like, who would you punch in the face? You have to punch someone in the face. Which celebrity are you picking? And I mean, celebrity's a stretch for him, but it was Jackson Mahomes, and everyone was like, "Oh,
solid, what?"
I mean, yeah, he's not like an A-list celebrity,
no,
but like
I would say solid G-list. I don't know.
Just go through the alphabet.
just a random letter.
Just a random letter. No, he's a G-list celebrity. I feel like something was said to them this season. 100%. I feel like there was 100%. A conversation that was had where it was like, you guys need to stop. And I'm not going to say Patrick said it, but if he did, I would respect him.
I hope he did.
I hope he did, too.
I feel like it was like his probably PR manager.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
They were like, hey, your
helping.
Family is not, it's not it.
It's not it.
It's not it. It was the TikTok.
We already have your voice working against you. he just does not need.
Once I heard that video, you have to watch it.
I need to.
Once I heard it, I was like, okay, wait, this actually makes sense that Jackson is your brother and Brittany is your wife. And I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to end it right there.
Have you not heard his voice before that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Not
it
that
is
bad. I feel like I've heard him talk, but it's like.
And you probably hear a lot of a lot of things from him when he's yelling. And when someone's yelling, their voice is strained. So it sounds kind of weird anyways. So it might be like, if you were to hear him screaming or something like in a huddle, it's like, oh, you can't tell what someone actually sounds like. They're screaming. So it is different in a press conference.
Yes.
It is.
It was
okay, I'm excited to tell you the video I saw now. Okay, so, and I don't know, Patrick Mahomes is just getting so much attention in the press conference this week, which I mean makes sense.
You know, QB1.
You know, yeah. This reporter was like, hey, Rihanna said that you are the best quarterback in the league.
Wait, did she actually? I'm dead. No, she didn't.
I'm gonna cry. He was like, this reporter's like, you're the best quarterback. He was like,
I have to watch this video.
No, you need to watch it. You need to not cry. And the reporter was like, what do you think about that? And Patrick was like, so honored, right? Like, he's like, Patrick's like, wow. Like, in his, like, Kermit voice, like, wow, that's pretty cool to hear. Like, he was like, honestly, some people in my family, Jackson probably, some people in my family are more excited for Rihanna than the game, I think. Like, what Rihanna says is gospel to us. So that actually means a lot.
And it's just the way he says it.
And he's like, smiling. And the reporter's like, yeah, so I was just kidding.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. The reporter was kidding, which is why it's so funny that you were like, she did not say that because he did not question it. Poor baby. No, he really was like, oh my gosh. Like, and he handled it well. Like, afterwards, first of all, I think reporters could just lie.
Just say things?
I've just never thought of that. Like, maybe, like, off, like, not in a press conference.
They were probably trying to get a good sound
bite. Oh, they did. That clip is going to go everywhere. I'm going to send it to you after, and you're going to laugh just as hard.
What did he say after when the reporter
the reporter's like, I'm just kidding. And he was like, aw, man, you had me up here, like, grinning and thinking that was so cool. And she didn't even say that, basically. Like,
he's crying on the inside.
He's dead on the inside.
That is so funny.
I know. I was not. No, that was actually so funny. I was not prepared for so much Patrick Mahomes content involving Rihanna. But
maybe it was the same interview.
Maybe it was. Maybe that was a question leading up to it.
Oh, that's
honestly,
so funny.
It is crazy because I'm sure players get asked like about halftime performances sometimes for Super Bowl, but never like this.
This one is huge. This is like groundbreaking.
There was a video of the Eagles walking into practice, and I love these videos are so fun.
I saw it.
Yes, and they're asking them like what their favorite Rihanna song is, and they're just going off.
It was I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Last time we asked like, what song do you want? Have you come up with your song?
So I've been doing some research. I listened to Rihanna all day today.
I
listened to her all day today.
She's been on repeat in my house for
like
sure.
40 minutes one way to lunch, 40 minutes another way to lunch, and it was all Rihanna. And it was like I said, little Rihanna radio, okay? Mm-hmm. I didn't skip a single song. Not one of them.
They're all hits.
I know. And I did realize, because then I was thinking, okay, which one do I want at the Super Bowl? Because I'm struggling. I do realize that a lot of my, like, really favorite songs from her are, like, a little slower. Like, Love on the Brain.
Love that
Lift
one.
Me Up. What was the other one that came to mind? No, I can't remember it, but it wasn't, like, super slow. It was kind of slow, and I was like, these are so amazing and won't be performed at the Super Bowl because they're just,
maybe they will be.
If they did, that would be so epic. I just am, like, I feel like maybe she starts with that and builds up to something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of ironic if she did This What You Came For, because
I was going to say that's actually, I think, my number one.
That's what, yes.
Because that is like a party one.
Because it's a party one. And for a lot of people watching the halftime show,
this
that is literally what they came for.
I wish I was going.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually
cannot
tragic.
imagine.
Maybe I shouldn't have thought of that.
You shouldn't
Darn
have.
it.
Because now I'm thinking of it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Maybe next year.
And maybe Super Bowl tickets are so expensive.
I will probably
Have
never
you
go.
seen the?
It's
I
on my
probably
bucket
will never
list,
go either.
but hey.
I've actually never been to an NFL game. Have you?
No.
I haven't.
I'm trying to think. I've been in NFL stadiums. I haven't been.
Yeah, I've
actual
been
NFL
to like an NBA, a lot of MLB games because.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've been to so many MLB
See,
games.
I don't go to baseball games.
See, here's the thing. You would think like, oh, why would you want to? Which sounds rude. I actually do enjoy baseball, but a lot of people
I would
don't.
go for the vibe.
It is a vibe. That's what
I'm
literally was
getting
going to
a
say.
hot
It is the most
dog.
American vibe you
Yes.
can get. And there's nothing to do in my hometown. I lived an hour from the Giants Stadium in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And now Oracle Park, then AT&T Park. And so my friends and I were like, we have nothing to do. Let's just go and we'll get last minute tickets. And they were always cheap.
Oh,
because
that's fine.
you can just get like bad seats, or you literally wait until the game's starting and tickets like shoot down. Like prices go so down.
Okay.
And so I would go to Giants games like all the time. And this was like in their World Series era. So it was actually so fun. But haven't been to an NFL game. Would love to go to one. Need to see my
Me too.
Niners. Stevie, I'm really good at
Maybe one day. I'm more into college football, to be honest.
I love college football. Has this fun energy around it
And
that
there's
just can't be replicated.
It's like the passion.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just more.
There's like a different sense of pride in college football. I don't know.
It's like
maybe
all
that's
or
not even,
nothing.
Yeah, and college football is.
It's like
it's
everything.
become more a business. Obviously,
Because
of
of
like
the
NIL.
NIL.
Name, image, and likeness deal. Players can like.
They
get
can
paid
make money.
now, which
Yeah. Which is so unfortunate. You guys might. My husband stopped playing college football the season before they started NIL. The amount of money I missed out on.
And like you would have.
I would have benefited.
You would have benefited. You
so
could have done
tragic.
stuff with him. And you have such a personality. I shouldn't even be saying this. I shouldn't be saying this. You already know.
It wasn't meant to be. And I just keep telling myself that.
It
But
wasn't meant to be.
Whatever. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I don't even know how we got here. Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Back to the Super Bowl.
I do think, this What You Came For, I think, was like top
That's
of
the
my
one.
list. But
Yes.
if not that, because if I'm trying to pick something that, I don't know, is that yours?
I think that's mine.
If that's yours, let me just pick a different one for fun.
Or
Umbrella.
I'll pick Umbrella. She's 100% singing
She
Umbrella.
has to sing Umbrella. I actually
100%.
might be sad if she doesn't.
She'll be singing it.
She has to.
Oh, yeah. I think that might be one of the first.
Again, it comes back to, is there going to be a new song?
I'm hoping.
Like,
My
we've already
fingers
talked
are
about
crossed.
it,
I know. We could go on and on about her.
but no, we could.
I guess we won't, but we could.
I mean, we went on and on about Patrick Mahomes, and that was so unexpected. I didn't expect
Well, that
him
was
to,
so funny. I didn't know
was-
you found a different video than I did.
I know. I literally.
That's hilarious.
We have like our little notes, and I just wrote Patrick Mahomes and was like, I'm not gonna drop a
And I
link.
totally thought it was a video I didn't have.
No, when you said, the video, I thought so too. So
That's funny.
I'm really glad it wasn't.
Well, are
that brought
you
me to
excited
tears.
for the Super Bowl? Like, what does your Super Bowl day look like?
Such a good question. Mine kind of varies. I'm always just like watching it with friends. I'm actually just realizing now that I had one of my best friends text me like, "What are you doing for Super Bowl?" I haven't responded. That was like 3 days ago, so I do need to.
Oh, maybe you should do that.
So maybe I should do that.
Yes.
I honestly just always watch with friends. Last year, I was rooting for my guy Joe Burrow in the Bengals, and he is like, listen.
Let's talk about Joe.
Let's talk about Joe
because
style icon. Okay.
I know the girlies be loving Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one of the girls?
Oh, I'm one of the
Joe?
girls that loves Joe.
Here's the thing. I am married, so I think it's weird if I'm like, oh, I love Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'm like a normal person
I'm a
who loves
casual
him.
fan.
Like, I love him. I do love him, but I am not searching like
for
in my
love?
TikTok like Joe Burrow thirst traps.
No,
because
people love
let me
that.
tell you, they exist.
Oh, I know.
They exist.
I have like a married friend who constantly posts Joe Burrow like
She
thirst trap.
does.
A married
Shut
friend, and I'm
up.
like, that's feels uncomfortable to me because I'm married and I feel like I shouldn't be doing that.
It's
weird.
That is so funny.
Is it weird? Or
I think that'd be weird.
It's a little like,
I think
maybe
that would
they'll
be,
post it.
I think that would be weird.
Also,
posting it is interesting.
You guys are out here. Yeah, I'm calling you guys out. You guys are out here posting these Joe Burrow thirst traps. This man has a girlfriend.
Okay, I have so many thoughts on this, but next week we are doing an episode on couples, and I have so much. Kira, I have so much to say, I think, regarding the relationship. And like, actually, I'm not even going to say if it's
Don't say
it.
Or a bad
Just
way.
save it. I say so much, and maybe that's dramatic, but I don't think it is. So, yeah, anyways.
I won't deep dive because I do have some thoughts about that as well.
I
have a girlfriend,
ladies. Of thoughts.
He has a girlfriend.
He does. Bless her
That's
heart.
all I'm going to say.
A long-term girlfriend.
Long-term. Yeah.
So if you didn't know, now you know.
Just saying. I mean, you can
No,
still
I respect that woman.
You can still be on the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
But yeah, last year, he is a style icon, okay? And he wears like...
I love his clothes.
I love his clothes. And last year, he wore these glasses that were like... honestly, they're...
Yep.
The glasses.
I remember them.
He had like pink ones and blue ones, and they're like clear, but like very... they're like kind of small and like rectangle-ish.
It was giving
it's very
Y2K vibes.
Very Y2K vibes, which is so fun and so in. My friend and I got sunglasses like that and wore them for the Super Bowl.
You should wear them this year, just
in honor.
Do we think he's gonna be there?
I don't know.
Probably not. To be honest,
I don't think I would want to go.
No, I wouldn't want to go.
I would not want to go. This is so Christian McCaffrey. He's a running back for the Niners. He was and again, the Niners are not going to Super Bowl because the Eagles beat the Niners. And he was asked, "Who do you want to win?" And he was like, "I want both teams to lose." I think that is so.
Love
funny.
that. I love that energy.
I love that.
That's
energy.
Why he's there. That's why
he's there, and that's why people love him.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't know who Christian McCaffrey is and you love Joe Burrow, you would love Christian McCaffrey. So I feel like anyone who loves Joe Burrow would probably love Christian McCaffrey.
I'm trying to remember if it's the guy that I'm thinking of.
I just feel like I need to. He's like, I say adorable when he's like this.
You played in the SEC. I'm right.
Did he play?
Am I making that up?
No, you probably aren't. I just don't even remember. I don't remember his college. I just feel like look at this.
Wait, let me see.
Like
that is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I feel like
who did he play for?
I don't remember, and that's gonna bother me.
We're gonna have to
literally just
Wait, I'm just gonna
literally just do
really
it right
fast.
now. If you go to the main page and not the images, I bet that's the first thing that comes up. He this was like the best, guys. This was the best get.
Guys, it's
for my
just
Niners
loading.
This year.
Stanford.
Was it really Stanford? Now I can see him because of the colors.
It's the
because
colors.
I was literally, that's what I said. I was like, now I can see Bama,
and then I felt stupid. Okay, at least I wasn't picking that up.
No, it's the red and white.
It's the exact colors.
It's the red and white, because when you said Stanford, I immediately imagined him in red and white, and then when you said Alabama, I was like,
I wonder what he studied. I'm always curious when
that is so interesting.
Hear these players go to Stanford, and I'm like, oh, that's such good schooling. I always wonder what did they get their degree in.
That is a good point.
Maybe we'll deep dive on that one day.
Maybe we will, because I would be curious.
I'm curious.
I'm very curious.
Back to the Super Bowl though, we're just getting
real
off topic
all
today.
over the place. But it's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
I'm kind of having a good time.
But what am I doing? The usual. I just watch with family.
Yeah. What's your routine?
I usually watch with family.
Cute.
Lots of food, lots of snacks.
I have no family here, or I would do that too.
Yeah, all my family's here. I'm so lucky.
That's so cute. Stop.
But I usually just it's all about the food for me. The food and the halftime.
Food is
I'm
crucial.
so just there for the vibe.
It is.
I'm there for the chips and the dip.
That's really,
and
if you don't like football, you will still have such a good time.
Oh yeah, and I love football, guys.
And you do. Yes, you do.
I love football.
I say not you, but like in general, if someone doesn't.
Oh yeah.
You love football. Football girly.
And if you don't like it, but your boyfriend or husband or friends like it, just make a party out of it. And then it'll be fun.
Yes.
Get cute little food things, and I don't know, bingo.
No, you can have such a good bingo is fun. Prop picks, I love.
Oh yes,
prop picks are fun, and these are, guys, you do not need to know about football to do prop picks. If you know about football, fun, like cool. But it is literally like, how long is the national anthem going to be? Is the coin flip going to be heads or tails? So it's just fun. It's just fun because it keeps you engaged outside of even what's happening on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we want a good game, obviously, but then if everything is terrible, I'm like, all right, how are my prop picks doing, though? That actually is my tradition. I do that with my family. Yeah, we do prop picks every year.
That's cute.
It's really cute.
Maybe I'll have to do it this year.
Yeah, it's fun. You just send out a little, like, Google Doc. You can just find it online, and people just, like, fill it out.
That's cute.
It's really cute. I enjoy it a lot.
Maybe we should have made one for this and told people to do it. You know, maybe next time.
Maybe we can do something like that for, like, another big game, you know? Like,
totally.
NBA Finals, March Madness.
But speaking of NBA,
let's get to it.
This is going to be the main part of our episode today, because we really want to just talk about this whole situation. But LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer. Yes.
Ever.
And it was like an emotional thing for him.
It was. That's
crazy.
That actually is really crazy. And I mean, that's like, we won't get into like all the nuances of his career because
that's honestly not what this is about.
That's not what this is about. But like, his longevity is crazy. I feel like I'm getting old. We're 26 years old, but I'm like, I ride like roller coasters and I'm like, hello. Like, something's off.
LeBron?
I can't remember actually. He is.
Now I need to know, because this is like the height of his career.
Well, I mean, this is like
38. I was going to say 38.
I was going to say 42. I'm trying to remember. The thing, I used to know his age because I would keep track of like, because his son, Bronny, they could like play in the league together, which would be crazy.
I know. Crazy.
That would be crazy. And it's getting to the point where everybody comes up to him.
He's going to retire soon.
Well, things haven't been great for him. This was a great milestone, but like,
I think
it's been tough.
Honestly, I think he might have just wanted to
like hit something big.
This,
yeah.
And then
like, leave your name in the record book. You know what I mean?
And
like,
he already is.
He's rewritten it so many times. The GOAT. Like, are you a LeBron's the GOAT?
I don't have like a specific.
No. That's okay.
I grew up. My family's like a huge Lakers fan.
Oh, really?
Lakers.
That's right, because your dad's from LA.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And they're like huge Lakers
so
fans.
This is a big.
So Kobe, for me, growing up, was like the guy.
Yeah. That was,
So
honestly, R.I.P. Kobe is fantastic.
There's something.
But like, nobody can deny LeBron's greatness. You know what I mean?
LeBron's amazing.
So, and what's crazy is that he's been great forever. So he was a big deal coming into the league.
Yes.
And in fact, I love my little TikTok mini documentaries. They're so emotional and so dramatic. And there's one on LeBron and kind of like the big milestones in terms of like him going up and all his like just like points scored and like kind of the intro to his career. And the intro to his career, when you go back and watch these clips, it is crazy. Like, deemed the chosen one.
They called him the chosen one. Like, from
so much pressure.
One, so much pressure. And people would always ask him, like, do you think this is too much pressure? And he'd be like, no.
I know. Do you think he meant that?
No. That's way too much pressure.
That's so much pressure.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is it was, everyone was saying, can anybody even live up to this amount of pressure, this amount, and like these expectations?
Because not only did he, I feel like, put these expectations on himself, but everybody else did as well.
When you're that good, everybody else does as well.
And he lived up to it.
Which is kind of the crazy part, honestly.
Crazy.
How often does that pan out? Not very often.
Not very often.
You can have, I mean, even people who have like amazing career, like Tim Tebow had an amazing college career, just like was NFL just like was not it.
Was not his thing, yes.
And so I feel like that just happens. That just happens.
And that just got us thinking.
That got us thinking about expectations. Because, guys, it really is crazy the amount of pressure that was put on him. And we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. I mean, I feel like I'm like speaking 100%. For everyone.
Everybody does.
I feel like everybody does. But he also had the pressure of everyone else, these strangers being talked about all the time as this young kid.
Yeah.
And I just feel like managing that would be really crazy.
Would be a lot.
And I mean, really.
But we all do that every single day.
We all do it every day. And that's kind of, because we were talking about this, and I mean, we're also learning about the podcast. But a big part of the podcast really is relating it to our, like, how do we
want
relate
to take take these sports stories and
what
like,
does that mean?
What do I want to say about it, like, in my life?
Yes. And when we were looking at this, what resonated with us was just dealing with expectations.
And, like, not letting go of expectations specifically. Because I think you look at a story like LeBron's, or, I don't know, in your life, who is your LeBron? Like, who is somebody who's literally doing it all? You look at them and you're like, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. And you compare yourself to the best. Like, you compare yourself to, you set these expectations, and, like, as much as we want them to be, like, it's just about me and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you see people like whoever the LeBron is to you, and, like, you do set that standard for yourself.
You do.
And it's good to have goals. Like, you should be, like, like, that's good. But it also is difficult to manage those.
And I think the older I get, the more I realize you need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself for your life to look or be a certain way.
Yeah.
The way that you may think it should be, or the way that others think that it should be. And, like, going back to the beginning, I never wanted to get married at so young. Like, never.
That is
my
so crazy.
Expectation for my life was by 25, I wanted, like, 2 degrees.
No way.
No boyfriend, no kids. That was always, like, what I told myself. I literally got married at 20 and have 2 kids. And I'm, like, living my dream life. Like,
that's the thing, though. But that's what's so, I think, crucial about it, is because obviously for LeBron, it all panned down. His expectations were, like, exceeded what anyone could have imagined. But it's like, what you think might be for you and what you think your life might need to look like and need to pan out as, that might not be what it's supposed to be.
No.
That might not be even what you need or what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the type of person who is so, like, I set high expectations for myself, but definitely, like, short term. I have a heart, like, I mean, I think if you would have asked me at, like, 15, Kiki, by 26, do you think you'll, like, be married? I'd be like, oh, duh. Like, yeah. But I also didn't have, like, a set age or a set whatever. I just was like...
Which is how it should be.
Which is nice. Like, it is nice. But it is interesting because now that I am in this phase of life, I'm like, oh, well, now I have to go, like... I have to see my life a different way, right? To see, like, I do have to be that, like, super... I mean, I love being... like, career-oriented, but it's, like, that's what matters and that's what defines me, even though that's, like, not what defines me.
And that's so funny, because that's what I thought my life was going to be.
Yeah, and I think I just didn't, I probably didn't even think about it that much, but I think in recent years I have. In recent years, I'm like, everything I do has so much weight because what I do is who I am. And, like, I have to meet that standard.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. No, I know exactly what you mean.
Sometimes it just doesn't. Things happen and life throws you a curveball. I mean, I literally feel like quarter life crises are real too. Okay. I was literally gonna be like, maybe Kira doesn't feel this way because but like
something happens. I kid you not, you guys. I don't know if whoever's listening to this, if you're, like, in your 20s or you're older in your 20s,
and looking back.
Something happened to me around age 24, 25, where I was like, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am. I don't know my vibe. I don't know what... I don't know. Like, I just was kind of like, what am I doing?
And it kind of comes out of nowhere. That's how I felt. Is all of a sudden I was like, this happened. Yeah. Like, for me, it literally was quarter life. Like, 25.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait. What is happening? What do I want? What's going on?
And I feel like there is always this pressure and expectation from the world to have your life figured out.
Oh, and people ask you all the time, like, well, yeah, what's going on for you right now? And, oh, cool. And where do you think you're going? And what do you think, whatever? And, like, that's always been overwhelming for me.
I hate
always.
that. And I feel like we need to just normalize A, not knowing what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
B, letting go of expectations, and just seeing where life takes you.
Seeing where life takes you, because I think that's exciting.
It's exciting.
That is exciting. I mean, not all of us have, like, we do not have the amount of pressure that was put on LeBron, right? But we put pressure on ourselves because we do think ahead of time, which is great. But then it's like, oh, we have to hit these check marks and whatever. And at a certain point, I just feel like, and it probably happens throughout your life, but I just feel like you question it all. It's like, well, I'm not meeting those checkpoints. This isn't what I expected. This isn't what other people expected. Mm-hmm. How do I manage that? And, like, there was probably, I mean, there's probably times LeBron felt like that, okay?
I know. And, like, going with LeBron, like, the whole point we bring this up is because LeBron obviously met every single expectation he was supposed to. But
which is
one
awesome
in a billion.
Yes, that is one. Yeah.
And if you don't get that for you, that's fine.
That is okay.
And also, there's other things that are meant for you.
Yeah.
So, and I do always think about this book that oh, guys, I'm like a huge reader.
Yeah,
Maybe I should say that.
You should. Like, that's a big part of you. That is a huge part of who you are.
Yeah, no, that's a huge part of my personality is I'm a huge reader. Anyways, this book called The 4 Agreements. I always think about this book when I was thinking about this one. But it talks about 4 different, like, things you need to do and your life will just pan out better.
Oh, okay.
And one of them is just to kind of let go of expectations of, like, others that they put on you, but also for yourself. But the second one that I want to talk about a lot is just to always do your best. You always do your best.
That is true.
And everything will turn out how it's supposed to.
That is so true.
And my best and your best looks different. Looks different than LeBron's best.
Yes. And that's the thing, too. I feel like there's so much peace in just doing your best. You do your best, 100%. And then it's like, I did everything I can do.
Yeah.
That's it.
My hands are tied.
And you look at people that are like LeBron or Kobe, like, you know, and those people are actually psycho about doing their best, but they do their absolute best. And things pan out for them because that's the field they're in. And things work. But, I mean, life, you just never know how it's going to go. So I do love that because that's all you can ever do.
I know.
Is your best.
You really can only just do your best and just, like, I don't know, take the pressure off that your life has to be a certain way and look a certain way. Because things don't go how you plan it to, but they always turn out the way that they're supposed to.
Yes. Ooh.
That was quote worthy.
I know.
Should we
say it again? Say it again one more time.
I literally don't even remember what I said.
You said, oh crap.
What did I just say?
You just said, oh, things don't always go the way you think they're going to go, but they always go the way they're supposed to.
Okay.
I think that's what you said.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Should we end on that? That was actually good.
That was so good. Everybody remember that in terms of you creating your own legacy, right?
Yes.
You creating your own path.
Yeah.
Because we sit here and we do praise these athletes that are so amazing. And thank you for entertaining us with your athletic abilities. But their lives sometimes seem perfect and they're not.
Totally.
And
everybody's lives. And we just, like, can't compare. And
no.
It's easier said than done, obviously, to, like, oh yeah, let go of expectations. That's easy.
But I think, and obviously we are not, like, necessarily professionals or whatever, but, like, we can just speak to our life experience. And so, yeah, we're like, ooh, let go of expectations. But I think, truthfully, what you said about focusing on doing your best, I think that's a good way of doing that, in my mind. Just in case it feels like we're saying, let go of expectations, haha, that's all you have to do, let go. Because people say that about a lot of things, like, you just gotta let it go, and you just gotta whatever. It's like, okay, but how?
How?
And I think that's a good way.
Just
how
doing
is
your
focus
best.
on what you can do and do your best.
Yes, 100%. And that's what everybody does.
That's what everybody does.
AKA LeBron.
AKA LeBron. Because seriously, guys, in this video, they're like, well, what's your goals? And he's like, to be in the NBA. Like, he focused on him.
Yeah, he just did his best.
Yeah.
And he was the best. But most people aren't.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's okay.
Certain, and that's fine. And that's kind of just what we wanted to talk about, is that just do your best and life
'Cause,
will be fine.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, just watching these
Your
videos.
20s are crazy in that.
Your 20s are crazy. I love that if you're listening to this and you're not, like, haven't hit your midlife crisis, you're probably like, oh, that's crazy. I feel like I would have been like, yeah, that's crazy, but probably won't happen to me.
That was probably me as well. I was like, I thought I had life figured out.
Yep.
At 18, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's crazy how you don't see
180.
things, because I literally was thinking about this earlier, like, oh, I'm going to bring up quarter life crisis, and Kira might be like, I don't relate.
Oh, I 100% relate.
That's great.
One day, maybe we should talk about it, because my whole life changed around age 24.
Wow.
I swear, like, I changed my
I honestly feel like I'm still in my transition era, but yeah, we should talk about it.
I still do too. Like, I feel like I'm finally, like, figuring
you just
out
like become
things.
more and more yourself as you get older,
Totally,
you know,
which is weird.
Grow and evolve.
I thought at like 20, honestly, that I was like,
this is who I am.
This is who I am.
I got it figured out.
It's totally not it.
Yeah.
And I know people relate to that because.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I love too, is if you're older and you're watching this too, you're like probably looking back and being like, yeah, I remember that.
And I like how, since we have totally different lives, like we have so different lives, but we still relate on the fact that
so much
this quarter life crisis.
I know. Well, no, seriously, that's why. That's why it's so fun. That's why it's so fun to chat about so many different things, because we have such similar perspectives, but from like different worlds. Like they are different. Totally. We're living different lives.
Granted, we like obviously went to BYU and met there.
Yeah, no, we have enough similarities to bring us together.
But our day-to-day
looks very different.
So different.
Looks very different.
So different. But we still...
And we both are just thriving in our different day-to-days.
We're thriving and we're figuring it out.
I say thriving, this is like manifesting to me. Like even 100%. If I'm just in the depths of it, you'll hear me be like, yeah, no, I'm just doing my thing. Like, I'm like,
just doing me.
I'm just being me. Like, it's, I'm working it out. Like, everything's great. No, but, yeah, that is all too real. Yeah.
Seriously. But honestly, okay, we just want to just emphasize also, like, this is not a news podcast. Okay, this is not like a news outlet podcast. Like, we're just here to girls chat.
I honestly feel like today was a great example of what an episode could look like. I think there's going to be so many different types of episodes. Hopefully like probably guests eventually, and then like deep dives and like definitely like themed ones. Like things. Even next week we're talking about like it'd be so fun to do.
Yeah, next week we're talking about Valentine's couples.
So guys, I'm literally so excited. Really but I think this is a good example because it's like, hey, we did talk about some stuff happening in like a fun sense.
Yes.
And then hey, there's this thing that happened, and I actually feel like we all relate to that a little bit.
Talk about it a little bit.
So I think you can just expect that, basically. This is
that
not...
it's a girls' chat. It's a girls' chat with
girls
sports
chatting
topics.
Yeah, because the truth is, adjacent. Honestly, if Kira and I were just chatting ourselves, this would be how the conversation goes. It would start as, and this is how we were texting about it, and this is how it came up. It was like, oh, this LeBron thing. Isn't it crazy, the amount of expectations? And then you start talking about yourself, and you relate to it, and here we are.
Yeah. And I think, like, we're not coming up with sports like out of nowhere. We're both like sports girls.
We have a genuine interest in it.
Like,
it's not hard for us to want to talk about it because we do want to talk about it.
Like, I'm not a big pop culture girl. I'm a sports culture girl.
Yeah, sports culture entertainment is so, like, people love sports culture, but I feel like it gets overlooked by the numbers and the scores.
Yes.
And like, we don't want to overlook that.
But we love, like, the lifestyle part and the culture part and the entertainment part. And, just
the things you can relate to.
Think of us as, like, your friends who like sports. And we're for the girls here. Yes.
For the ladies.
Your girlfriends who like sports. I mean, that's us.
Yeah.
So,
it's true.
That's what we're here to talk
I'm
about.
honored
and
to
just,
be
like,
that.
Chat and... yeah, sports topics. But
yeah, and we do love wrapping every episode though with this might be like our like maybe a little more headline-esque, but like we want to finish every episode highlighting some type of woman in sports, some type of woman in some way or another, because like we said, we're girls that love sports, but we want to make sure our other girls in sports are getting the recognition,
getting the hype that they deserve.
Okay,
because they're often overlooked. then that's fine. But we want to shout them out here.
But we will not overlook. We will not be a part of it.
We will overlook you.
You are seen with us. No, so it actually is always fun because we always kind of have to pick one, and it's fun to see.
It was kind of fun to find one.
It's kind of fun to see, oh, well, what's going on in the world of sports for some of our ladies. And I love this because I'm a huge gymnastics girly. Maybe that's something you forgot to mention. Books. I love gymnastics. That's such a niche sport. But I grew up a gymnast, and I coached gymnastics for years. I coached gymnastics for years, which was so fun.
But you also did Did you do play-by-play?
I did fill in for play-by-play for gymnastics. I sideline reported gymnastics, which I feel like it's getting more popular now, but wasn't that popular, and is really fun because NCAA rules, you can't just be talking to a player while a game's going on, but gymnasts finish competing mid-meet, so you can actually talk to them mid-meet. So it was just so fun. I love
You're a gymnast girly.
I'm a gymnast girly.
So tell me about it.
Okay, let me tell you about this. Okay, so Suni Lee, she might recognize her name from winning.
You'd recognize her face.
You'd recognize her face for sure. She won a gold medal at the most recent Olympics. She won.
What was that, last year? The year before?
It got pushed back because of COVID, so 2021.
2023.
I think it was 2021, right?
Yeah, it was.
2021.
I just thought it was last year because I keep forgetting it's 2023.
Yeah, and so this was a big deal too because if you remember, Simone Biles did not compete, needed to take a mental break, and so it really was crazy because USA is on top in gymnastics. We're on top in a lot of things, Go America. But we were on top in gymnastics, and I was stressed. I was like, if we don't win the all-around gold, what's going on? Okay. Shout out to Suni Lee because she did. Mm-hmm. And then she returned to college gymnastics. This is such a fun aspect of gymnastics. I don't know if you know, it's basically you go to the Olympics and you peak when you're really young, and then you go to college.
Then you go to college.
Everywhere,
I did hear that.
Yes, everywhere, any other sport, you go to college, and then your career is still on an upward trajectory. Mm-hmm. And I will say, gymnasts lately have been absolute bosses where they're going college Olympics, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
So she actually is, I need to get to the headline. The headline first is that she has 8 perfect 10s. Uh-huh. And that's Auburn history.
Auburn history, which is where she goes. Auburn is where she goes.
Yes. Auburn is where she goes. And that is so...
She made history.
And it's really cool because... This is her final season in college. She could...
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so she said, there's if you guys want to see a fun video, there's a dramatic video about it, but she wasn't that dramatic, but it was to me because it was big news. She, after winning the Olympics, was okay, I'm going to college, going to Auburn. And then last year she was like, hey guys, this is going to be my final season, and then I'm going to go back and get training for the Olympics again. Because college gymnastics and the Olympics look very different. It's really hard to train for both. So you had to take a step back from college gymnastics to train for Olympic gymnastics. So that's what she's doing. So it's kind of
crazy.
It's kind of really crazy and really cool that it's happening now while it is her final season.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get more. The season's still going on. So
that's our
amazing. Shout out.
She made history. Shout out to Suni.
Yeah, Suni Lee.
Shout out to Suni Lee.
Yeah, she's really amazing. Cool. She's amazing. We're let go of expectations. You have to be perfect. So Suni Lee had 8 perfect 10s. She's quite literally perfect.
Well, you know what? We all can't be.
But you know what? She's doing her best. And her best happens to be a perfect 10. Yes. Our best doesn't always happen to be perfect. And that's fine.
And that is
fine. That is fine.
We're doing our best. Okay, well, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it. I'm just really excited for the next episode.
Yeah, me too.
You're going to want to listen.
Thanks for being here, you guys. Hopefully this comes out when we want it to. But
hopefully it does. And if not, well, you're just enjoying a little throwback.
Yeah, and hopefully you like it.
And you know what, guys? We're just doing our best.
We're doing our best. You know what? We're still figuring it out.
Second episode. Difficulties.
It's the technical part that's so hard.
Yeah, once we got it on lock, we got it on lock. It's just uploading. We're figuring it out. So we're just figuring it out.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you. Go follow us.
Follow,
rate, review. Download. Subscribe.
We're still new to this, trying to figure it out.
I know. I'm what are the other words we need? Those are the big ones.
That's all of them.
We love you guys, our shot callers.
And thanks you guys. Thanks for joining us on Calling the Shots. Bye.
See you next time.